Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing with you all a chatty get ready with me where I try a couple of new products. Just tell you how life has been going so far. Before we begin with today's video, I'd love to welcome everyone who has recently subscribed to my channel. Welcome. My name is Nadia and I am a licensed esthetician who loves to test and review skincare products. Be sure to add me on all of my other social media platforms. I will link those down below for you. If you would like to see how I created this very easy everyday makeup look, please keep on watching. So welcome to the get ready with me portion of today's video. If you are interested in having a look at how I achieved this very hydrated, plump, luminous look to the skin, I will link the video of my Jan Marini skincare management system morning skincare routine up above. I have recently been testing the skincare management system and it's going well. Today we are doing a chatty get ready with me. I am using a couple of new products. I am having a venti pineapple matcha drink from the Starbucks, and I should not have gotten a venti in this. I got it after walking Toby today, and I wanted something green, and I've had a matcha, an iced matcha green tea latte for a long time now. I just wanted to try something different, and this, I feel like it's a miss for me, and I love pineapple. Pineapple smoothies, just pineapple alone, so good. But in this matcha drink, I just don't think it's good. So this is the look that I have been wearing to work. I have been wearing makeup to work, even though I have to wear a mask. I feel like it's just, again, I'm a creature of habit, so I will always wear makeup. So I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Full Coverage Foundation. I am in the shade Y315. Take about that much. I have not self-tanned in well over a month now, and I feel like this shade is just perfect for me. I am going to work this over the skin with my ColourPop Beauty Sponge, which I love. And I feel like I really need to get a new one. So I typically just dot this foundation over the face. Because my skincare routine is so luminous and so moisturizing, this foundation, I can, work it into the skin with my ring finger, but I still go in and use my beauty sponge to blend it seamlessly over the skin. When I don't use the Jan Marini products, the foundation is very hard to spread throughout the skin. When I was in a quarantine, I was reaching for a lot of skin tints like the Ilia skin tint, but now that I have gone back to work, I am back to wearing full coverage, and it's wild because I have to wear a mask. I double mask because I don't want to catch COVID. And I also wear a face shield. The only thing that people can technically see is like this portion, but I still wear makeup. Right now, I, still have some post-inflammation hyperpigmentation, which I imagine will be gone by the end of this week. Here along the chin, some current breakouts, this little guy. So I don't have much to conceal, but I just feel like because I'm wearing a mask, I just want the full coverage for some reason. It's so weird. And I think that when I get home after working, there's still a little bit of makeup left over the skin. Granted, the blush, the bronzer, and some of the highlight is gone, but there's still some foundation on my forehead and some on the chin as well. After this, I have been using and loving the Marc Jacobs Extra Shot, which I hauled recently. I will link the haul video up above in case you missed it. It is a collective haul, so it's full of Target, PR, and a couple of things that I bought myself. What I love love about this particular product is just how it applies the inner corner here. So like this wand is like specially made for that. And then I'll take a little bit and just bring it here and there. And out. Then I'll just bring everything down. And then I'll apply a little bit here over the lids to act as our base for eyeshadow. I am going to blend this underneath the eye area with my ColourPop Beauty Sponge. And then I'm going to apply the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder with my e.l.f. brush. I find that applying less powder underneath my eye area minimizes creasing. So I have been trying to do that. And I bring a little bit of that into the eyelid space as well. And this is what the eye looks like. I really like the coverage that this gives me. It's not drying at all, which I really, really like. When I do go in and like load up on the powder, whew, it is rough. So that is how much powder I have on my brush. And this is where I typically do brows, or at least I did. But now, because I am wearing eyeshadow to work, I do my eyes here. So I have been reaching for this in the last 2 to 3 weeks that I've been back at work. I've been reaching for the Aether Beauty Summer Solstice palette, and this is the packaging here. I do have a coupon code with Aether Beauty. It's linked down below. So if you'd like to support the channel in that way, feel free to use the code. This is what the palette looks like, and it's been my go-to like for the last 2-3 weeks. I have mostly been reaching for these 2 shades here, New Moon and Sol. And I just do a very quick, very basic look because I'm just going to work. So I'm going to take a Sigma tapered blending brush. I'm going to dip into New Moon, tap off the excess, and I'm going to work that into the orbital bone, inner corner, and the lid space. I'm going to try to ignore the crease. I may order a Ilia liquid eyeshadow soon, since I think spring is fast approaching, and I really like that formula. If you guys are working, do you still wear makeup to work? So I feel like everybody is different. The vast majority of the people I work with don't wear makeup, but everybody else is like, we're good. I'm gonna dip into the shade Sol with a ColourPop E2 brush, which looks like this. I love starting on the outer corner and then just working my way into the inner corner with whatever is left on the brush. And I typically don't reach for like rosy tones, but I don't know what it is. But recently that's been my go-to. And then whatever is kind of left there, I will bring it into the outer lower lash line, but I don't like reach for another like brush or anything. Just keeping it as easy and minimal as possible since I am on my way to work in the morning. I will say that living in Los Angeles, like there's always traffic. Even though we're in this current situation, like traffic has, I've seen that it's not as bad as it was, because typically, you know, it takes me about 50 to an hour to drive. I think it's 12 miles. Now it takes me 24, 26 minutes. And I think it's incredible. It's great. But we also, you know, don't have anybody like actually going to school, and you'll still have people working from home. So it's been really nice to like not sit in traffic for over an hour on my way to work. Look at that glow to the skin. This is a matte foundation because all of the skincare products towards the end of the John Marini skincare management system give the skin a healthy glow. There is a little bit of a glow peeking through. Now I'm going to do my brows off camera. I am going to be using the Rowan Vow Brow in Dark. I have curled my lashes and I'm going to be using the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. This is not my favorite one, but I really like the formula. I feel like it separates and lengthens my lashes. I also haven't been applying too much mascara on my lower lash line. I feel like just one coat is enough. And next up, I'm gonna do bronzer. I have been loving and using this formula since I think last summer. This is the Ilia Nightlight Bronzing Powder in Novelty. I've hit pan and I enjoy applying this particular bronzer with the Sigma Large Angled Contour, the F40 brush. So I just like to tap this into the pan, tap off the excess, and then I will kind of pat this or tap this into this space here. I feel like this bronzer wears really nicely with this foundation. It's not streaky at all. It just applies very nicely, very effortlessly. I know I said that I was going to purchase the lighter shade during like fall and winter, but I haven't found the need to, even though I have not self-tanned. I just really like this shade as well. This is their darkest shade. And then whatever is left over on the brush, I will bring it and use it here along the perimeter of the complexion to add a little bit of dimension so we don't look too flat. And then whatever is left over, I will just pat it here along the bridge of the nose. Next up, we have blush. Now, the last 2 weeks, I have been reaching for the Tower Beauty Beach Please Luminous Tinted Balm in Magic Hour. I think it's one of my favorite shades. But I recently received this in PR and I'm going to be using the shade After Hours, which looks like this. So I am going to be applying that with my very small beauty sponge from Beauty Blender. I'm going to just tap this on to the product and that's what that looks like. I feel like that is going to be pretty powerful. Typically like to start here along the perimeter and then I will work whatever's left on the sponge into the inner portion of the cheek. Can you see that? Ooh, that is deep. It's still a very beautiful color. So I am going to take my beauty sponge and just tap off a little bit of that because it is quite a deep shade, but it is beautiful. So I can definitely see this working on deeper skin tones. It's really pretty. So this is the cheek with it, and this is the cheek without it. Perfect. So we'll dip a little bit more into this, and I'll start here. Do the same thing. Tap off a little bit of that. Just love how this looks like skin still. And then whatever is left over, I will bring it here. Just the tiniest bit. There's not a lot left over on the beauty sponge, but I will just do that. Such a pretty shade. I will also apply a little bit of this product on the lips. So this is what the color actually looks like. Oh, it's so pretty for just a nice wash of color. Now for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Ilia Daylight Highlighting Powder in the shade Decades. This has still been my go-to for highlighter. I do use it with the Morphe R36 brush, so I like to just tap it. I don't do this, I just tap it. Tap off the excess, and then let's do a little bit of a tapping motion as well. And we'll do that. Tap, tap, tap. Tap off the excess. And then tap, tap, tap here along the highest points of the cheeks. And then I'll apply a little bit here along the Cupid's bow. I am looking to purchase a setting spray. Let me know if you have a favorite in the comments down below. I have used the MAC, and I've also used the Urban Decay All Nighter, but I feel like I want something different. So if you have a favorite setting spray that minimizes transfer onto like a facial mask or a face mask, do leave it down in the comments down below. I am going to apply some gloss. I'm going to use the Tower 28 Shine On Lip Jelly in Cashew. After applying the blush here over the lips, I will apply a lip gloss. I feel like I have been wearing more lip gloss than I have actual lipstick or a liquid lipstick. I'll take a little bit of this gloss. This might neutralize the berry a little bit. This is what that looks like a little bit. So yeah, just a very basic kind of everyday makeup look that I have been wearing to work. Let me know if you have a setting spray recommendation. I'd love to know what your favorite is, especially if it minimizes transfer from or to a face mask. I feel like I really need the help there. That is all I have for today's Chatty Get Ready With Me. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will see you all in my next video. Bye. But I really like the formula. I feel like it separates. Ooh.